Hello, and welcome to another one of Zach Panther's reviews, and today we will be reviewing the notorious Sideshow Collectibles Jason Voorhees. And unlike my previous reviews, I will go in a little bit more depth with this review. We'll start showing you the different parts that this statue has. And here we go. This statue comes with 7 pieces. You see, you got 2 heads, a base, 2 hands, and we've got a harpoon gun. And I forgot to add, one of the hands has a machete attached to it. Now, if we look at one of the hands, what's that made of? I think it's polystone. But I mean, look at that. I mean, it looks like I've just dropped that down into the ground and it's got mixed up with a bit of earth and that's just mud all over it. But I haven't. I mean, that's just art there. You're looking at it. You've got the veins and the way the hand's sculpted is really well done. Even got like, I don't know if my phone's picking it up too well, but I've got, you know, the little lines in the thumb, the palm lines there. And this one looks even better. The veins are showing up really well, and then you got blood splattered. I mean, that looks like old coagulated sort of blood. And then you got more sort of like fresh blood right there, and then you've obviously got the machete with the rust on it. I mean, it's so great to see this kind of art. And by the feel of it, that is actual metal. I'm not sure what type of metal, but you just get the sense of feeling that if you're not careful, you could actually break that metal. I mean, it feels relatively strong, but not overly strong. And then here we've got the 2 heads. You've got Jason on the right, unmasked, and then you got Jason on the left with the acclaimed hockey mask. Take your pick. Now let's look at the base. Sorry, let's go back a little bit. So you got the tree stump there. You got planks of wood here, and then underneath you got this lovely artwork. Not sure. Is that a scene from a film? I would imagine the 2 hands is Jason Voorhees squeezing at someone's head, and the eye pops out. I think I vaguely remember that in one of the films, but I can't remember which. But I don't know what this is. I mean. I think this is some kind of tree roots there. But I can remember this scene very well. I believe that's Kevin Bacon. And that wasn't actually Jason. That was the mother that put the machete. Was it a machete? No, I think I'm wrong. Sorry, I stand corrected. That is Jason. But I also remember Kevin Bacon lying back in a bed. I think it was an arrow or a harpoon gun goes through his neck from underneath a bed, if I can remember correctly. But the detail on art is very demonic looking, but very, very good. And at the top of the base we have some kind of like tree stump. We've got a tree root, we've got a leaf, we've got decking, and more splattered blood. I think this is probably where Jason may have stood when he fired the harpoon gun across the lake to kill somebody. But the base is brilliant in itself, and a lot better than some of the other Sideshow Collectibles work. I mean, a lot of Sideshow Collectibles work is very good, but this is up there. So I've got the hands in, and as you know, the hands are all on magnets, and they just attach rather easily. They're quite strong. I mean, you have to give it a bit of a tug to pull it out. But we'll show you this one. We'll start with the. So let's start with the hockey mask first. We'll put that in. So it goes at a slight angle like that. We've got him looking to his left. Let me just turn around a little bit. But he looks very, very terrifying. It's those eyes that get you, not knowing. You just know he's going to be ugly. But that hockey mask covers up the horrors underneath. But if we take the head off again, let's just look at the detail. I mean, you got vein there, you got this horrible sort of spots. I don't know what that were, they warts, I don't know. I remember that he actually, I think someone grabs a machete, grabs his own machete and puts it on the top of his head. I don't know what that is inside that cut there. That's gone. But yeah, the detail is just brilliant on these work. What I do actually like to do is not get the light into the eyes. I like it when I've got a bit of shadow on this mask, because you can see nothing but deep black holes and you can't see his eyes, and it's quite terrifying when it looks at you. I know my son's rather frightened of it. So now we have the overall look of Jason all complete. And yeah, it stands rather terrifying. I do like this character. I think of all the iconic sort of horror characters, this one is my favourite. I do like Mike Myers as well, but there's something about Jason that's more terrifying about him. You just got the impression that Mike Myers was more of a psycho sort of brother of Jamie Lee Curtis, a man with immense strength. But with Jason, he comes back from the dead with a child sort of psychotic mind, but with an adult sort of sized body. And I mean, I don't even know what he is. I mean, is he a zombie, a type of zombie, or is he a demon? I don't know, but he's so terrifying in the film. He's got such a great look. Now, as you already saw before, he did have two options of heads. So let's just take out the head, and you see how much I had to pull to get that off. The whole body moved. But let's just get the unmasked head on. And I mean, just look at the detail. It's grim, but it is art, and it's art at its best. I mean, just look at the wrinkled, withered skin. I mean, that is just art. And that is a face only a mother could love. And indeed, she did love him. She took her revenge on the teenagers. And here's a look at the back of the neck and head. And here's the back. And the body is very muscular. You wouldn't really know until you felt it. It's loads of muscle under there. You can feel every single muscle that the human body has. Six-pack, pecs. I mean, I'd love to see what he's got underneath that shirt, because he's a real big boy. But yeah, I'm overall very pleased with this statue. And you like the head, you've got two options. With hands, you can take his right hand off and replace it with a harpoon gun. So let's do that. Let's take that hand off, and of course, let's just quickly put the, if I can get it on. I don't even know if I got it on. No, I haven't got it on properly. There you go. So that's now in. And now that's Jason with the harpoon gun and the machete. But I don't often have him with the unmasked look. I have him with the masked head because it represents Jason Voorhees a lot better. Now let's rate the overall sculpt detail of the whole figure. I'm going to give him a solid 9 out of 10. But I probably would have given him a 10 out of 10 if he had the more modern sort of look Jason. I prefer Jason with that sort of shredded, sort of like leathery look that he had, where all his clothes was tatty and ripped. With this shirt and trousers, it looks too clean. I liked it when he was coming out of Crystal Lake, with like water all over him. I think he even had chains on him as well. That was the look I preferred. But yes, overall, I'll give this statue a good solid 9 out of 10. And finally, Rocky. What would you give this statue out of 10? Rocky? No comment. So then, George, would you like to stand close to Jason Voorhees? Would I get closer? Yes, my son is a little bit scared and a little bit hesitant of this bad boy here. Now, what would you give this statue? Come on, get closer. It's not real. Won't hurt you. Won't bite. Now, what would you give Jason out of 10?
I'll give him 10.
Good. Now, that's odd, because on your last score you gave Carnage 100 out of 10. Why does this only get a 10?
I didn't say 100. I said 10 to Carnage.
Well, no, you didn't. You gave Carnage 100. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on my next review.
Yeah, but look at Jason's shadow.
Oh yes, there is a shadow, but it's not picking up on camera very well. But thanks for watching Zach Panther's review, and we'll see you next time, where hopefully I will be reviewing the Sideshow Collectibles Sonya.